you become initiated into a foreign religion and you are given a foreign name. As I speak, some Africans don't have African names anymore, but foreign names. That is the extent of the scheme of the foreign religionists to give you a new identity, to change your destiny, to change your orientation, deprive you of self-determination, scrape you of your divine originality as Africans, turn you into thinking anti-clockwise to being an African. So, when you are initiated, whether at infancy or at babyhood or even as adults, you are initiated into a foreign religion, be it Christianity or Islam. You are given a name that is not your ancestral name, but a foreign name, making you a foreigner. Oh my God. And the implication is significant. You are no longer what God created you to be, Africans. When you call somebody by name and you don't see the person, you think it's an Arab, you think it's from Europe or America. That is what it is. But when you see the person, you say, what is this? Disorientation, adoption and enslavement to a foreign land while remaining in your own land. Oh my God. It is not the mark of real people. So, go to the developing nations of the world. I don't know whether to call China a developing nation anymore. It's a developed nation to a great extent. Does not depend on any nation for essential necessities of life, including vehicles, telephone, water, electricity, road making, aeroplane making, name it. But China never sold out to foreign religions, except peripherally, to the extent that Christianity and Islam are not major Chinese religions, or even not major religions of Asia Major, including China, India, Japan, North and South Korea, and the rest of them, who have gone far ahead of Africa in industrialization. For the most part, they remain in their own originality without accepting foreign religions in the name of Christianity or Islam. They will not key into the myth of a virgin woman who gave birth to God, who redeemed the world, who took away the sins of the world. They will not key into the myth that an angel brought a book from heaven to Prophet Muhammad. A book that when you open and read it, you see religious politics in it. Full of religious politics. And reflecting Judaic and Christian scriptures, yet attributed to an angel bringing it down from heaven to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Africans, too many Africans were subjected. In fact, for the most part, were subjected. They didn't subject themselves. They were tricked into it with deceptive approaches. And where expedient, resorting to warfare, through which a religion is imposed on a people. And having gotten political power, outlaw pre-existing religions. Outlaw religions that were never against the law of God, that God permitted. Which type of God needed some human beings to fight for him to impose his own religion? Well, the issue is, has God a religion? Has God a religion? Is he going to judge human beings by religion? That is what predators of religion tell their converts, that God will demand religion. But the final judgment, as conceived by the whole world, remains that what you sow is what you reap. And it is grace of God that makes a person to think holy and do good. They call you foreign names. You are proud of your foreign names. And you became so degraded that you give your children only foreign names, nothing African in their names. God. So God made a mistake to give you your ancestors. You now adopt Abraham as your ancestor in faith. The deception. And God said to Abraham, and God said to Moses. And Jesus said, nobody has seen the Father except his only begotten Son. Foolery galore. I was saying to somebody today, and I said, okay, if these religions are of God, why is Nigeria dominated by Christian and Muslim populations, and the country is wallowing in inhumanities of human beings to human beings? Why? All the rulers are either Christian or Muslim. Most Nigerians go to church or mosque on daily, weekly basis. Muslims 5 times daily. And Muslims are more politically dominant in Nigeria. Forget about population. I don't know about that. But they also have population, massive populations of Muslims in many towns. In many states of Nigeria. So why is Nigeria riddled with inhumanity of human beings to human beings if these religions were of God. But of course, in Europe and America, they came to see that these religions are divisive and exploitative. And they say, okay, let us return to state of nature. And that if you want to practice your religion, go and practice it in your place of religion, but not as Americans, not as Europeans. But here in Nigeria, Muslim imperialists say Islam cannot be practiced without imposing it on Nigeria. And they have been imposing it on Nigeria, starting with Shehu Shagari in 1979 to 1983, who designed the new capital as if you were going to an Islamic town, and spent Nigeria's public funds to build the central mosque of Abuja. Christians protested. He gave them money to build a central church, a central church for Christians who are in diverse denominations, sometimes antagonistic denominations. So now you have the ecumenical center, the Christian ecumenical center of Abuja, symbol of Nigeria's ridicule. And of course, that Nigeria's money was spent on building the central mosque of Abuja also makes it a monumental, ridiculous thing to think about. They call you foreign names. You are proud of your foreign names. And now some of your children don't have an African name, but foreign names. You have no African name, so we can't expect your children to have African name. You considered it a mistake that your parents gave you an African name, so you don't give African name to your children. Oh my God. Terrible, horrible. What God designed is replaced with what human beings designed. Your foreign name. Yes, I'm still keeping my foreign name Pious because of my documents, but I have recovered myself as Oyenira Olojede Abioje.